Saw, dude. The Stuff Central here. We're gonna be watching the threes replay. Me and the homie Impact are champs, but the other homie Henry, who we're watching right now, is a diamond. And we're probably in some diamond lobbies right now, so we're just gonna kind of watch, go over a few things that he does right and wrong, and see if we can get him to improve, while also me and Impact are learning a little bit about the game as well. So hope you all enjoy and can get something out of this replay.
Using the wall. I like it. I man jumping a lot.
You do like to jump.
Oh. Get that shit away.
He's whacking the ball. Wilding out. Down for that corner. We on defense.
So just a quick summary: he's gonna bang the ball away, and then go for a risky touch right here when there's already two committed. Like I'm underneath the ball, and then he goes for their boost. So that's kind of what we found out off of this.
Been tripping. Back post his friend.
It's circled inside the net wider if you needed to.
Yeah.
It's just the whole. Do too much mechanically at all times.
So yeah, that jump. I mean, I guess I could see it as a boot, but it just kind of commits him so hard that look where he's at now. He's gonna scramble to get back, and then when he does get back, he doesn't really do a full rotate. We want to swing that ass to the outside post, or maybe even further, so you get a nice view of the goal and you could get momentum before any ball comes at you.
Speedier than everybody at his rank, guaranteed. But the problem is it's like, I feel like the focus isn't on the ball and positioning appropriately, because then like full speed at all times, just doing too much in terms of mechanically making it like harder on himself.
Yeah.
There wasn't too bad. He stayed grounded and all that, but not grounded enough. A lot of jumping and flipping when the ball can be touched, so you can't change directions quickly.
Yeah. Flips are committed. You know, you're stuck in that movement for a little while, and makes it tough for you.
I also think there's a lot of using boost when like off the ball too much.
Oh yeah.
Too bad here. Which is, I think, why he's probably 0 a lot.
Yeah, that's a noticeable thing. It's the boost management side of things. Speed.
I think a lot of people struggle with that part of it, which is why everybody's always pressing pause trying to grab big boost or some shit. But it's already supersonic. Didn't need to jump there. Didn't need to jump there. Supersonic that entire time. Didn't need to jump there.
No boost.
He's 0. Yep. And also that's just way too ambitious for him, especially in threes. Like, I mean, even I'll do that in some spots, and in a lot of those spots I probably shouldn't even.
Yeah. Oh.
Instead of flipping when the ball got touched, so he was heading forward as the ball's going the other direction.
Yeah, the what is it, like a key? It's like a key, like whenever someone touches the ball, you want to be watching the damn ball and not, you know.
Well, you want to be watching the ball always, right? Like, I think that the only time you're maybe not watching the ball as much is when you actually have possession of the ball, which is a weird thing. But whenever you don't have possession of the ball, you definitely need to be locked in on the ball with your eyes at all times. Everything else is peripheral, all the other information. But I think the big thing that I'm seeing a lot of is just when the ball can change directions, you can't be jumping or flipping.
Yeah.
That should almost never be happening.
That was right here, like, you know they're going to clear it, and then
Like the first jump, the guy could have hit it, but didn't, so he couldn't change directions and turn forward as fast. But then when he did turn forward, was as the other guy could touch it, and did, so it went over him.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's potentially just causing a lot of overcommits positionally. Definitely does a lot of jumping and flipping, like, the ball.
So like, I think I would be considered the first guy, right? Even though I'm slow.
Generally, so here's the issue. Like, yes, technically you're first man, but the question is should he cut here? And the answer is no, because he's low boost. But if he had boost, I think cutting here is probably reasonable due to your lack of speed and ability to get to the ball quickly, and your lack of boost.
Yeah.
That's why USAA has options.
But yeah, I mean,
We're both,
otherwise,
like-
like if he was loaded instead of jumping and flipping, he should be going up for this. But because he's not, like, he almost has to like circle a little wider to where he can still go up backboard if he needs to, depending on this result, especially being low boost. And then he like can't really help you here, unfortunately.
Yeah, because then we're covering the same.
Yeah.
And not doing much, which something that I like to
You could
preach.
just grab that pad on the far side there and just circle it a little wider so he's coming to the far post as the action's unfolding. But instead he flipped across in front.
You gotta remember, folks, we got the little cone of vision in front of us, and if our cones are overlapping, then we really ain't getting much out of our,
Always cone cuddling.
yeah, whatever we got. Them cones not to cuddle.
Dude, you hear that jump button just click all the time.
Yeah.
So much.
And then yeah, this right here creates a. I don't know if he's trying to go up, but then he ends up cutting off the.
Trying to get back without being sure of where to go, I guess.
Yeah, he could be in a better spot, because if the ball was shot, he could be. Yeah, so that's what is known as le ball side rotation. He ends up right here, but normally we'd want him to come out this way, because if someone's on the wall or whatever, then he'd have a good vision of that. But as opposed to that, he gets stuck out right in the middle, and the ball has a better chance of going behind him or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes the ball will like cross and chase you back the way you're rotating back, and then generally, as a basic idea, you want to try to like then flip across to the opposite side or circle to the opposite side of the play, even when it changes direction and chases you again. I mean, I've had situations where I've had to like on the way back crisscross twice just to get away from the ball chasing me and to get out of the field, the vision of my teammates. To be fair, there are spots where you want to cut and go ball side. Usually that's when your teammate is so far not ready and not going to be there when it's their turn to pressure the ball, so somebody has to, and in that case you need to like stay relevant, rotate back on ball side, or if you have an absolutely guaranteed clean demo on the guy on the ball type thing,
That'll be.
it doesn't make sense, but that's
That'll be those times where it's like I think because you, Bozo, and Snow do that, where you pop up the wall, then you fucking pop it out like this way or whatever. But that shit confuses me, because when I'm when I'm this guy right here and I'm not there, that always throws me off. But I don't know, I just need to figure that out on my own.
Yeah, it's just it's tough to recognize, like, it's hard enough for people to figure out basic rotational ideas, but then the next level is understanding when you absolutely have to be cutting rotation based on your teammates' positioning and speed. Because there are spots where if you firmly just adhere to exact rotational principles without cutting, then you guys are just giving up possession constantly. Like, that's the biggest thing I have to adjust to with when playing in lower lobbies, which obviously I do a lot of, is recognizing there are a ton of spots where I have to be cutting and staying on the ball and trying to do it myself, just due to somebody not being there when they should be,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Oh, this right here. This is why I saved this video. I believe. Does he do it again? Oh yeah. So he makes the wide circle, but then he goes in front and
A lot of baby circles in front.
yeah. So just
And
kind of
he's like low on boost the whole deal. Like it's so hard to maintain momentum when
yeah,
you're
with that boy.
you're just circling and circling and circling, or just super close on the front post. Which
Yeah.
any hard spill out's gonna go past him, and then nothing's really protected. Like here, he should have went into the net and circled wide, looping, you know, around the inside of the goal to the far post. That way you could have come across, and then he'd be behind, but full of momentum still, despite the like. It's much more important to maintain momentum when you don't have boost,
Yeah.
because if you're too close, also you're gonna end up wanting to slow down in some spots, but you can't do that because you don't have boost. So that was wild. That boy just
Yeah.
the
Like
dog chasing his tail in front of the front post like 4 or 5 times.
that's funny. Yeah, like you know, you the wider the fucking rotation, then the more vision you get. So if he were to pop into where the circle's at, you know, he'd have vision, momentum, and then also not fucking me up because now I'm circling because yeah, and then we double commit, which you know it ended up working, but.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. From your perspective, you have to recognize like where he's at and not being in position and doing the right thing, and circle a little bit wider yourself, because you're basically gonna go, okay, whatever. I guess I'm last man here, right?
Yeah.
Like, and because you know, you have to cover different things. So understanding that too, like in addition to cutting rotation, it's kind of the opposite. Sometimes you'll have to. When somebody's not in an appropriate position, and this happens a lot with people not being where they need to be as third man, sometimes you need to actually force yourself back into the third man position, recognizing that they're not covering what they need to, and just basically force yourself into third, which puts them in second, so to speak.
So I feel like I do that well when we're on offense. And then, like, yeah, but defense is just a fucking shit show, crapshoot. Like, you know, you got the two people fighting the three man team on, you know, on their corners or whatever. So you just kind of hang out at half field. But yeah, when it comes to defense, I definitely need to work on that shit. Thank you for watching this replay review. Hope you got something that'll help you out of that. And if you want to tune into the live screen, there's all my socials. Hit that like, hit that follow if you want to see more of this, and maybe even send me a replay.